Hello and welcome back to another episode of Leveling Legacy Season 2. We're in Hillsbrad Foothills on Bulwark, our Tauren warrior. And last time we were a quest giver, and we killed some bears, and we got here to Azurelode Mine, a farming area slash prison for the Forsaken where they breed spiders. Very nice. Now we're supposed to go down here and feed this spider some murlocs, and we're supposed to recover some supplies. And whatever those are, and we'll be gathering those because the Forsaken up there at the mine, they can't leave. So some context what we're actually doing down here. So yeah, this is going to be fun. So as I said in the previous episode, if you don't remember, quick recap here, we basically sent some dudes out to 3 areas here throughout the zone to basically give them some direction and a quest. Oh, here we have a McGill. Oh my god, is that his name? We'll be meeting those characters throughout the zone. So maybe we'll... Oh, here we got a quest. Maybe we'll meet those guys, or 2 of them today in this episode. We'll see how far we get. McGill's Flipper or something. That's an accurate name. If we get attacked, I guess I'll kill them. This looks like McGill's Slipper or something. Maybe there's somebody that cares that you killed this Murloc back at the Azurelode mine camp. Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Take McGill's fin or whatever it might be back to Captain Keaton at the Azurelode mine in southwest Hillsbrad. So we're dropping all we got. Might as well pick it up, right? Yeah. So as you can see, we are playing as a... Oh, let me loot this guy. Come on, eat this guy. Does he eat it automatically? I think so. We are playing as a Fury Warrior right now. We also we're supposed to play as a Shaman here originally. Enhancement Shaman was originally voted up last summer to be the character we're supposed to play as. But as I mentioned previously, we're playing as this guy as a replacement because I finished all the quests and lost them. Or I finished all the quests in the zone and I lost all the footage. That's more precisely what happened. So. This guy's just a placeholder until we get to level 30. This zone is 20 to 25. I guess we'll use this guy until we're at level 25 then. Because my Shaman, he is currently at 29. So vastly over-leveled because of some leveling that I did in the Legion. I guess it's the pre-launch event for Legion, which was a like Legion invasions that happened all over Azeroth. I think I have a video of those. Can't remember if I actually filmed that or something. I think it's a part of the Legion playthrough actually, episode 4 or something like that, with the Demon Hunter. But we earned a lot of experience through those. It was a very, very efficient way to level up. Oh my god, we're actually dying. This is not good. I guess we could try to heal ourselves by using Bloodthirst, but oh well. I guess being naked isn't as awesome. But he's vastly over-leveled because of that. And who the fuck is Andy Murgol? Hello? This is... He is... he's Murloc. Hello?
What brings you here?
Murgol? You sound suspiciously like a night elf, sir. You sound like a night elf. Need to pick up some one more of these supplies. I wonder if does it have any quest text or something? Not sure if we could target or see if there's any flavor text on these supplies because they were marked as it's something sketchy. Let's just say that. It's the Forsaken we're talking about. So let's pick up the final one here. The supplies look empty. Okay. So let's turn in those quests before we go and capture the humans in the cave that have already been captured by the spiders. Because they were needed by Stillwater, the warden up in another area of the zone. He needs them for... Let's avoid the Murgle dude. He needs them for some work there at the sludge fields. We'll see what that's all about later on, because the Forsaken are up to no good. And we'll see that even Garrosh, we saw that back in Silverpine, even Garrosh Hellscream, like the notorious bad guy of Miss Pandaria, he was very skeptical towards Sylvanas' business. This should keep it happy and content for days. You've done a good thing here, Boba. Content, sorry. There we go, level 21. Awesome.
I'm listening.
Let's give him the thieving monsters. Recover our supplies. Yes, we have already given those. I'm getting an error there. At least we'll be prepared for any future incident. Moving supplies like this around is a risky proposition. You never know who is going to open their big fat mouth. Kitten raises what appears to be an eyebrow. What appears to be an eyebrow at you.
Beware.
Ah, that's good. Do I look like some kind of Murloc scientist? Muckle, you say? Never heard of him. What is this anyway? Some kind of fin or something?
Farewell.
We get some experience. Oh my god, that's hilarious. So, we need to use this item on them when they are weakened. So, I guess we don't want to one-shot these guys. So this is like one thing that's very difficult when you're using powerful weapons, or at least right after they kind of revamped the stat squish. Don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit the guy. There we go. After they implemented the stat squish that happened in World of Draenor, I believe. Basically, a lot of the lower level content was made super easy because they squished the stats down. As you can see, we currently have like 85 strength. It used to be like in lower levels you had like 15 strength or something like that. And basically squished, was it opposite? I'm actually not sure right now, but they squished the stats and it made the balancing of the leveling content for the previous expansions a bit more iffy, a little easier, and that's better than to make it harder, I guess. And then they actually did a revamp again to make it harder last summer. So the period before, like last spring, was probably the easiest time to level up if you wanted to do that, but that's too late. And it's fairly simple right now, as you can see. Even without these heirloom weapons, it's probably pretty easy. I should probably try to be careful with my ability usage. There we go, auto hits. So we need to... Hey, I didn't throw the thingy. Take this. There we go. 2 more. And we'll be done. Just keep auto hitting. And I dislike the quest like this. Come on, auto hit them. There we go. Cancel and throw. Throw. There we go. Let's head down here. Final one and take him down. I'm also gonna probably reset my quest or set my quest add-on to track the quests in the zone so we don't miss anything. So right now I'm using the WoW Pro quest guide. It's been something that I've used for a while. Let's go here to guide, current guide. Gotta do it twice for some reason. No idea why. We'll set the guide to be at... This is something I recommend, by the way, if you're not sure about the quests in the area. I've done these once before, but it helps out quite a bit, so it even tells you to sell and stuff. We're already here, so let's go turn the quest. These will do nicely. I do wonder what the warden has planned for them. Last I heard, the sludge fields were overrun by some very bad things. Warden Stillwater at the sludge fields north of here has sent out a distress signal. The missive wasn't clear, but from what I could make of the letter, there is a riot happening at the sludge fields, and most of the guards have been killed. The warden has warned that any would-be heroes approach from the back entry located at the western side of the sludge fields. He's also asked for discretion. He doesn't want news of his little uprising to surface. So there's an uprising going on. But where is... Did I miss dumbass? Oh, he went north. That's right. He was mistaken from my directions, I think. Because I told him to go southeast, and I guess he went north instead. So we'll see him later on. I think maybe he's even at the farm. I can't remember. So if you couldn't guess, this area was... well, it does have like a very hard focus on the Forsaken. And it didn't before. Hillsbrad Foothills was where Dalaran used to be. Actually, we'll be seeing that later on as well. And it was one of the more important part of the Second War, when the orcs kind of came north. If you've seen the Warcraft movie, you kind of know. Was that the entrance? I think it was. We missed the entrance there. And after that Warcraft movie, or where the story was at that point in the lore, the humans came north here in boats to South Shore, and then they went to Lordaeron, which is the Undercity, with the refugees when Stormwind burned. And the Stormwind we have in the game right now is the rebuilt Stormwind that Defy is rebuilt. And we focused a little on that storyline in Westfall, when we leveled up our dwarf over there. Was it the dwarf or was it the human? I can't remember. But yeah, this place didn't see look like this. This was a whole very small human town with old like farmer models that used to be in the, I guess, the beta of WoW. And now the Forsaken have put out this concentration camp looking place with like watchtowers with lanterns and shit. And these plague barrels. What's going on here? Apparently this guy knows. This sludge guard here is pretty awesome though. Look at these guys. They have this huge gas mask. I really want this to be available for transmog, but I guess it's not currently. These look kind of badass if you ask me. Okay, let's sell some more stuff. We should probably not make this our home though, but let's get rid of some of this stuff. I guess we can sell this pearl. Because if you couldn't guess, this is a... I don't have any other characters in this server, so... Oh, this is a better belt than what we currently have. That's nice. How about the shoes? They're also better, which is also awesome. We don't have any gold on this server, so we're gonna try to get some. Discipline. I have like 80 golds on my shaman from leveling up, so that's not the best, honestly. Okay, let's talk to the warden. Who are you? Did Sylvanas send you? Everything is fine. Yes, perfectly fine. I've got it all under control. Well, fine, all things considered, that is. We've got a few problems that perhaps you could help with, warrior. The farm is under lockdown. Nothing gets in and nothing gets out. We're still assessing the situation to try and figure out exactly what happened. But my theory is that the laborers ate the mushrooms and somehow mutated into hideous undead monsters. I mean, how else could this have happened? This is just a farm. We grow mushrooms here. And sludge, yes, sludge. Take a look around, warrior. Because now that you're here, you can't leave until this issue is resolved. See for yourself. So we're captured here. No! There's trouble at the sludge fields. Guess we should do another voice for this. There's trouble at the sludge fields. We should have some cool music here. That's terrible. That's honestly terrible choice of music. Oh my god. First of all, we see the dudes here fighting against the ghouls to keep them inside because they're fleeing. And if you take a close look at the ground there, I'm sure you can see something sticking up from the ground. But yeah, this is very, it's a nice way of storytelling. It's kind of what they've done with the voice acting now in Legion, but they're actually showing us like the area. Look at that, there are people hanging from the chains. Oh my god, this place, look at this, look at that, look it down. Oh my god, we'll take a look at that later on. But here they're growing mushrooms, and there was a dude flying in the air, a necromancer of sorts. Something very strange is going on in this area, and I'm not sure if Sylvanas is happy about this. As you can see, they're all monsters. Most of my guards died, and the ones that managed to escape are now holding down the barricades, preventing any of these potentially dangerous creatures from getting out. We need your help. We must destroy all of the evidence. Did I say evidence? I meant crazed undead. Anyway, discretion is key. We must not let the rampaging undead make it out of the sludge fields, and no one outside of this institution must know about what happened here. Directly southeast of here is what used to be an old mushroom farm. You'll find a reanimated fiend known as Citizen WOTLK and his cohort clerk Horace Whitesteed. They have been causing huge problems for my guards. Find them and kill them. So these guys used to be like the main dudes that lived in the huge town hall in this area, in what used to be called Hillsbrad Fields. What are you doing? This is very nasty shit. This is one of the examples that WoW can get actually quite dark. And if you take a look at this, there's a lot of blood and like gooey stuff. And look at this head here. Look at the eyes on this thing. Ugh, what the... And this, let's not talk about what that is. Oh my god.
What is it?
Samples. Yes, must have samples. These, experiments, I mean, these, unfortunate laborers must be studied. Travel southeast to the first farm and kill the risen ghouls. From their decrepit corpses, you must recover the flesh samples. Bring them to me.
Arnold wrings his hands together and laughs maniacally for no discernible reasons. Sorry about that.
Must test.
Goodbye.
Okay, so we're gonna do some tests for him. I guess there's another quest down here as well. A shovel, it seems. So let's head over here, and if you keep your eyes open, you can probably try to figure out what is going on by simply taking a look at the environment. So there's tons of undead, and there's the dude that we're supposed to kill, the clerk. As you can see, he's fighting with a book because he kept all the notes in his book. He's currently still keeping on to them. So let's take these guys down. Okay, so we got a quest. The Battle for Hillsbrad. The journal documents the last 62 days of Clerk Horace Whitestead's life. In it is written damning allegations against Warden Stillwater and his activities at the sludge fields. What? Why are these screams? You should show this to the warden. He will undoubtedly have an explanation of what is written in this journal. So can we read this journal? Yes, we can. And that's what we're gonna do. So strap on or sit down and take a cup of coffee or tea or something and listen. This is the journal of Clerk Horace Whitestead, the battle for Hillsbrad. Let's find a better place to stand. I guess I can kill things while I read, actually. Guess I don't really need to do that, but anyway. Day 12. We just received word that the South Shore has been lost. The Forsaken war machine is too powerful. We are no match for their chemical weapons. I will attempt, however, futilely to keep this journal updated. I must record these atrocities for posterity. Day 16. Most of the farmers and residents of Hillsbrad fled. Some attempted to venture east to Arathi Highlands. They never made it, slaughtered before they reached Thoradin's wall. Many went north to seek refuge in Silverpine Forest. They walked right into the heart of enemy territory. Insane, I know, but they claim that the Worgen are now on our side. Last I heard, they made it to Fenris Isle. We lost contact with them after that. Worgen, could it be true? We've seen some of that in Silverpine. Day 19. We knew our time was limited. We evacuated everyone that we could, but Burnside stated that we would go down with Hillsbrad. We all agreed to stand by his side. Magistrate Burnside, Citizen Wilkes, Blacksmith Verrington, and the farmers, Getz, Kalaba, and Ray remained here, as well as a few dozen farmhands. The Hillsbrad fields are no more. Those that did not flee were captured. The Forsaken have declared us as prisoners of war. We are to be laborers in their new plantation. They incinerated our farms and made us watch. Construction begins tomorrow. Construction of their plantation is nearly complete. This place resembles no farm or plantation that I've ever seen. The warden of the plantation Stillwater arrived today. He lined all of us up and gave us medical examinations. Nobody knows what's going on. We started laboring on the sludge fields. They grow poisonous mushrooms in fetid water and muck. I hear screams coming from the warden's manor. People are starting to disappear. I overheard some guards talking about the farmers, Ray, Getz, and Kalaba. Something terrible has happened to them. Of this I am certain. Those of us that remain are scared for our lives. Some of the farmers claim to have been seen ghosts or ghouls running amok at the night. A strange turn of events today. A master apothecary from Taryn Mill arrived. From what little information I am able to gather, he is here to supervise the operation. Leiden is his name. Master Apothecary Leiden was dragged away by Stillwater's guards. He was yelling and screaming. The Dark Lady would have Stillwater's heads for this. Or head, not plural. What is he talking about, I wonder? I saw them take away Burnside and Verrington last night. I can only assume that I am next. The rest of the journal is full of incoherent scribbles, so the plot thickens. Something is going on here. That was Citizen Wilkes, by the way. And if you've been watching the screen, you can see that this is a human seedling. So they're using the humans to grow mushrooms. Yes. So last episode we saw them using bears to grow eggs, and now we see them using humans to grow mushrooms or something. That's pretty vile, honestly. So, yeah. Pretty disgusting. Yeah, that's why they're screaming, obviously. And the ghouls are risen of these guys. Some of them have died and become ghouls somehow. You've come upon a horrific scene. Someone or something has buried all the humans up to their necks in a manner consistent with planting. The ghouls, which are seemingly tending the field of human seedlings, periodically jump on the nearest human and devour its head. Yeah, you can end this right here and now, take the shovel and save the humans, do the right thing. So here we see us as a horde character actually saving Alliance humans. So it goes here and go here and dig them up. They planted us in the dirt like crops. Stillwater is insane. Get out of here while you still can. We're trapped here with the others. We're not supposed to leave. They planted us here. Let's just dig them out. Just need to like run around and click them, which is honestly kind of funny. But yeah, what is actually going on here is pretty terrible and terrifying. Here's Citizen Wax again. I won't soon forget this kindness, Torn. So hopefully this has like instigated your interest in the lore, because there is a lot of context to these quests that is actually like good. And I kind of find that enjoyable about video games in general, like especially RPGs. Not all games need a story. Well, lore heavy, like background and context what you're doing. But in RPGs, it's really awesome to kind of get like this whole reading books and stuff in games like Skyrim or Pillars of Eternity and stuff. It's really something that's awesome to me. Undoubtedly, you did the right thing. Hopefully the humans that you saved will show similar mercy to you should the time of your planting ever come. Hopefully not. This is assuming you rescued the humans that didn't splatter their brains all over the dirt, of course. Keep the shovel as a reminder of the horrors of the sludge field and the depravity of mortals. That's pretty good, actually. Depravity of mortals. This is actually a transmog as well, so you can transmog your one-handed maces into a shovel, which is pretty good. You can dual wield those if you want to. So if you want to head here on your high-level characters, you can go and grab that quest to unlock that transmog. Let's see what this guy has to say. These glorious fields weren't always here, warrior. Only through determination and the strength of will did we turn the decrepit human farms into Lordaeron's largest and most productive sludge and mushroom plantation. Now all that could be lost due to a simple accident. Well done. Wilkes was hanged after we discovered that he was ingesting mass quantities of mushrooms and other highly toxic substances. After he died, he awoke, reborn as an undead geist. Many of my guards fell to Wilkes before he ran off into hiding. Fearing something like this might happen again, we incinerated the clerk until only bones were left. Why would they willingly ingest toxic substances? I have no idea. This is a farm, sir. Nothing more.
What's this?
Let's give him the book. Warden Stillwater flips through the journal, reading under his breath.
Ramblings of a madman. Clearly he had been ingesting the mushrooms. It is good that you brought this to me, Bulwark. I will burn it myself.
So he's getting rid of the evidence.
I'm listening.
For science! Let's give him the flesh samples. These samples will give us a better understanding of the mindless undead. Take these coins as a reward.
Trust no one.
13 silver. Thank you. Okay, that's the end of this episode, and in the next one, we'll finish off here in the sludge fields, here in Hillsbrad Foothills, and we'll see what's going on with this Stillwater character. Hope you enjoyed this episode as well. Make sure to check out my Patreon if you want to support me, and also don't forget to leave a like on the video and share it with your pals if you think they will enjoy this as well. I've been Krudless. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Until then, wave. 7 wave.